honestly come to the conclusion that I don't know what fashion is. Hi people, welcome. If it's your first time, my name is Talia Adewale and this is DISBYDEM. So we're talking Next in Fashion Season 2, which is on Netflix. So let's get on into it, because you know I love shows like this. So let's just dive on into this. So Next in Fashion is a Netflix reality show and fashion designer competition series hosted by fashion designer Tan France, who I love. He's so amazing. And model Gigi Hadid, formerly Alexa Chung. So I'm not really sure why they changed her this season, but it is what it is. It follows designers around the world as they compete for the chance to win $250,000 and debut a collection on luxury fashion retailer site, Rent a Fashion or something like that. I think it was Rent a Fashion. It says Net a Porter here, but I think it was Rent a Fashion. Honestly, I didn't even know that was a thing until they said it this season, and I was like, what, you can rent the runway is what it was called. I was like, you can rent the runway? Interesting. I mean, I've honestly come to the conclusion that I don't know what fashion is. At this point, I really don't, because a lot of the styles that they were liking, I really didn't understand, and a lot of the ones that I liked, they hated. I watched season 1, obviously, loved it. I thought that it was amazing. And season 2 wasn't bad, but if I am being honest, I think the crop of designers in season 2 did not hold a candle to the season 1 contestants. Well, with the exception of 2 of them, and those 2 made it to the finals. So I felt like the right people made it to the finals in the end. But they were not bad, not in any way. Like, these were still really good contestants, but the first batch of contestants in season 1 were fan-freaking-tastic. Honestly, they were just amazing. And when they said that, what's her name? Gigi Hadid was taking over for Alexa Chung in season 2, I wondered why. But when I started watching it, I felt like there was the energy that she brought to this whole series. Like, it was flawless. Her dynamic with Tan was absolutely like very welcoming. That's all I felt from her, and I enjoyed it. I didn't know that she was tall. She was in heels a lot of the time, but she was actually really tall and she looked fantastic. I had to keep reminding myself that this girl had had a baby because she looked great. It was just, yeah, it's criminal for people to look that good. And one of the things that even drew my attention the most was the fact that I was drawn more to the fashion that Gigi Hadid herself was wearing than what the contestants were creating. And that's where it was like, I don't think this crop of contestants were as good as the first season, but there are a few standouts for me. I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm just going to talk about the finalists, who were DeAndre, Bao, and Nigel. For me, I think DeAndre made it through the skin of his teeth. Honestly, there were a couple times where he should have gone home, and he made it. Is he a great designer? Absolutely. Everybody, actually not everybody, there was somebody that I thought was like, yeah, not the best. I think it was Courtney. I just didn't like her designs, if I'm being honest. They were very basic. And not basic to the point where they weren't good. It's just like, it wasn't up to par with the rest of the contestants. Osama, that went home first, I actually thought that he was a good designer, but because they thought that his work was derivative of Balmain, I think that's what they said, they cut him. So basically, plagiarized work is not allowed. I didn't think that it was fair, but it is what it is. They did warn him, but he didn't change the design. So yeah, Bao, DeAndre, and Nigel were the finalists. And to me, Bao and Nigel were definitely the top people out of the bunch here, and I thought that it was nice that they made it to the final. The person who ended up winning, I was shocked, not because that they weren't good, but because I just thought the other collection looked more runway. But again, it's all derivative, right? It depends on what people are looking for at what particular time. I loved both of them. Bella and Nigel were my favorites because not only were they great designers, but I love the energy that they brought to the competition. There was a time where Bao was frantic and was dropping F-bombs like you would not believe. But outside of that, I loved the way she carried herself. I loved what she brought. I loved her designs. They were they were risque but elegant. It's like the best way that I can describe it. And Nigel was like a patchwork of art. I really liked Nigel. Honestly, Nigel was my favorite to win, if I'm being honest. Because his artwork was just, like, his patchwork and his designs were just out of this world creative. I don't even know how people put those things in their heads, you know? I can barely stitch two things together, much less design a whole like line. So I thought that they were really good, and I would like to see like a collaboration of both of them. I don't know how that will work, but I feel like if they put their minds to it, they can actually figure it out. But I thought it was great. If you haven't seen it, all episodes are streaming on Netflix. Be sure to check it out if you're into stuff like this. I think you would like it. Definitely going, if you've watched season 1, definitely going knowing that season 2 is not as high, not the same caliber of fashion designers as season 1, but still great altogether. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.